steals the puck from the defenseman. Check this out. He scores! Out from behind the net. He spins. He scores! Beauty! From the defenseman. Centering pass. He scores! That'll do it. The wraparound. Unbelievable save.
We're just about ready to drop the puck, so now let's get down to center ice. And the faceoff is won by Pekka. Shove. You could feel the impact up here. Moved up. Over the line. Hasek makes the save. In the corner. Hard shot. Turned away. Brings it out. Passed over. In over the line. Shoved. Pekka. Out of their defensive end. Over the blue line. Shoved. Moved across. One-time shot. Completely missed the net. Chara is going to the box for charging. The referee caught him red-handed. He had lined up the player from across the rink, and that's not going to fly. Good call. New York will try and take advantage of a penalty here.
Well, we haven't seen the power play yet tonight, but we know they're going to be a handful.
They've got great skill in that first unit. Hasek hangs on for the whistle. The action's about to start. Pekka won the draw. In front. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. Cranks one. Big save. Brings it out. In over the line. Wrist shot from the left. Blocked. White. Over the line. Big hit. He got laid out. Out of their defensive end. Over the blue line. Played back. One-time shot by Kabasha. Stick save by Hasek. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. He gets roughed up by Janssen. Goes behind his net. Brings it out. Passed up to the neutral zone. Laid out. I could feel that one from here. Over the line. Wrist shot from beside the net. Hasek made the save. In over the line. Blocked. Out of their defensive end. Played across. Pushed. Janssen. One-timer. Turned away. Hasek. He scores, and it's 1-0. They used the man advantage nicely on that goal, just like they drew it up in the dressing room. And just like that, they move in front.
The other team had better take cover. They're in for a wild drive.
Into the attacking zone. DeVries gives him the rough stuff.
Great contact.
Coughed up by Hunter. Knocked down.
That was a big league body check.
Rocked.
He took a solid check there.
Brings it out. Over the blue line. Shot from the wing by Fisher. Brings it out. End to end. Crushed.
A devastating hit.
In over the line. Wrist shot from the right. Delayed call against Ottawa. Out of their defensive end. Into the attacking zone. Precision mows him down. Fisher is going off for hooking. New York has one power play goal already, and they'll get a second opportunity here. Face-off won by Pekka. Right in front. Flattened.
That was a throwdown.
Over the blue line. Brings it out. Over the line. Hasek reached out for the puck. Turned over. He gets taken out by Chara.
He caught him square on that one.
Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. He gets bowled over by Janssen. Out of their defensive end. In over the line. Big hit.
That's showing authority.
Hunter has been nailed for hooking. You can see that coach isn't too happy about the call. Ottawa will now play 4-on-4.
And that has to come as some relief to their coach. Now, their speed could give them a real advantage in this situation.
Moved ahead. Over the blue line. Turned aside by DiPietro. Brings it out. Over the line. Checked.
That looked like trouble.
Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. Hit.
Another hit like that and sparks will fly.
Laid out. One time. Leg save. In over the line. Turned aside. Advances the puck out of their defensive end. Behind the net. Long pass. Over the line. It's passed over by Simpson. Over the blue line. Pekka with a wrist shot. Hasek made the save. Across. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. Hunter returns his team to full strength as he's completed his penalty. Pushed off the puck. Out of their defensive end. In over the line. Hasek reached out for the puck. Brings it out. Ottawa's going to make a change. Checked.
A smackdown.
Turned aside by DiPietro. Over the line. Bumped by Simpson. Scramble for the puck. Heavy shot. Hasek made the big glove save. He freezes the puck. Steve Sterling joined the Islanders organization after a very successful career as a minor pro hockey coach.
Well, Jim, just before taking on the head coaching duties in New York, Sterling led the Islanders' AHL affiliate in Bridgeport to the Calder Cup final. And that earned him Coach of the Year honors.
Hossa gets checked.
A great job of stepping up.
Hunter
Hit. There's some physical play.
played across, brings it out. Over the blue line. Wrist shot. Ottawa's going to make a change. Fisher intercepts the puck. Carpet sand dumps it in on the end boards. He gets checked by Hunter. Intercepted. Out of their defensive end. In over the line. Delayed penalty coming up. He gets checked by Hammerlick. The coin gets called for hooking. Ottawa will get a second chance on the power play here. And the faceoff is won by White. Quick shot from the left. Brings it out. Over the line. He gets out-muscled by Chara. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. He gets shoved by Hunter. Passed over. Out of their defensive end. In over the line. Checked. Across. Brings it out. Over the line. He gets hit by Hammerlick.
Great timing and great power.
Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. Bowled over.
These checks keep everyone on their toes, Jim.
Quick puck movement. He gets out-muscled.
Jim, that was a major league bump.
We've reached the midway mark of the penalty, and they haven't been able to generate a whole lot of anything with a man advantage.
Jim, it looks like the...
Ooh, what a hit. Hossa out of their defensive end. In over the line. Checked.
There's one to remember.
Rink wide pass. Over the blue line. He gets roughed up by Redden. Brings it out. Over the line. Right in front. Turned away by DiPietro. Hasek covers up. The players are lined up and ready for the faceoff. The faceoff goes to the Senators. Into the attacking zone. Leveled.
You can hear that one up here.
Ottawa is now 0 for 2 on the power play. In over the line. Out of their defensive end. Over the blue line. Fires hard. DiPietro turned him away. Over the line. Rubbed off the puck by Redden. Tapper grabbed it. Yashin will serve time for hooking. You can see the coach isn't crazy about that call at all, so he's going to have a word with the official. Ottawa will go on the power play once again. They weren't able to capitalize on their first power play. Let's see if they can do it here. The faceoff goes to the Islanders. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. Scatchard shoots the puck. Saved by Hasek. Hunter. Right in front. Hasek made the brilliant save. He hangs on. We're ready for the faceoff. Faceoff won by Smolinski. Brings it out. In over the line. Shoved. Passed across. In front. Stick save by DiPietro. Out of their defensive end. Into the attacking zone. Hasek got a leg on it. Brings it out. Over the line. Shoots the puck. DiPietro got a pad on it. Right in front, with a one-timer, turned away, hit, excellent physical play. Hunter brings it out, in over the line. Scatchard gets muscled off the puck. Hunter picks it off, out of their defensive end, over the blue line. Checked. It's getting rough out there. Through center. Passed over by Tapper. In front, door slammed shut by DiPietro. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. Redden shoves him. The ref indicates a delayed call against Ottawa. Moved up. Scatchard gets rocked. It's getting pretty intense down there. Redden will go to the box for hooking. The faceoff goes to the Senators. Yashin exits the penalty box, meaning his team now has a 5-on-4 advantage. Turned aside by DiPietro. A lateral pass. Rocked. Rings it out. Over the blue line. Hasek reached out for the puck. Hit. Flashed. Out of their defensive end. Over the line. Shove. Right in front. Ottawa puts its #1 penalty-killing unit out. Pekka gets pushed. Precision. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. A shot from the slot by White. Carpet sand. Blocks the shot. Brings it out. In over the line. He gets bowled over by DeVries. Played across. Out of their defensive end. Over the blue line. Saved by DiPietro. Pekka through center. He gets leveled. Sent him flying. Into the attacking zone. Hunter gives the puck away. Johnson returns it. Quick puck movement. Brings it out. Over the line. Hunter fires it. Brings it out. Redden is back on the ice, meaning we're back to 5-a-side hockey. Over. Out of their defensive end. Moved across. He gets run over. Great hustle. Quick pass up. A lateral pass. Brings it out. In over the line. Rocked. Brings it out. Over the blue line. Carpet sand. Went short. Blake. Quick shot. Hasek made the save. And time winds down as the first period comes to an end with the score 1-0. It's time to drop the puck for period number 2. The puck is about to be dropped. And the faceoff is won by Fisher. He still doesn't know where he went. Great deep. Thrashed. Let's see how he responds to that. Out of their defensive end. Over the line. Blake, hard shot. Great Save! Hasek covers up for the whistle.
Jim, I think he's stunned. He made a perfect shot and can't believe that the goalie stopped it.
The players are lining up at the face-off circle. Senators win that draw. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. He gets checked by Hammerling. Fisher shoots. Saved by DiPietro. Brings it out. Over the blue line. Pushed. Out of their defensive end. Over the line. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. Pekka fires! The shot is blocked by Volchenkov. Center. Hasek. Blocker save. Quick pass up. Brings it out. Over the blue line. Run over. Whistles one. Round the back. Pad save. He hangs onto the puck.
This is one guy that can really turn a game around for you when the pressure starts to rise. Whether it's throwing a big hit or scoring a goal, he always seems to come through.
He plays the game with big heart. Fisher returned it. In over the line. Karpatsev hip checks him. Out of their defensive end. Over the line. Shoots! Hasek turned him away. Moved up. Brings it out. Over the blue line. Fisher controls the puck. In front. Hit.
Talk about a headache.
Blake. Played up. Brings it out. The Islanders are going to make a full change. Shove. Blake. Shoots the puck. Saved by Hasek. He covers up.
He'll be getting up and looking for the number of that truck.
They're getting ready for the face-off. Face-off won by Van Allen. Knocked down. He got dropped. Scatcherd. Taken out.
That shook him up.
In over the line. Advances the puck. Over the line. It's played over by Nienema. With a wrist shot. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. He gets out-muscled by Scatcherd.
He lands a hard one.
It's coughed up by Johnson. Out of their defensive end. Over the blue line. Checked. Mowed down. Passed across. Ottawa makes a line change. Shoots the puck. Saved by DiPietro. Across. In over the line. Shoots it just wide of the net. Smolinski brings it out. Moved across. Hit. Played across. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. The crowd's upset. No penalty call. Over the line. Shove. Knocked over. Passed across. Over the blue line. He gets hit by Fisher.
That'll give him some room.
Out of their defensive end. In over the line. Gets the backhand shot away. Turned away by DiPietro. Oh, he hit the post. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. He gets dropped.
He lined him up and lowered the boom.
Over the line. Rocked.
He couldn't avoid that one.
Big save. New York has played a clean game here tonight.
They haven't taken a lot of lazy penalties in the neutral zone, and that's because they're skating hard and playing sound positional hockey.
And the faceoff is won by Bates. Brings it out. Over the blue line. Tchaikovsky gets leveled out of their defensive end. In over the line. Big hit. Reinhandel corrals the puck. Into the attacking zone. Bumped off the puck. Brings it out. Ottawa's going to make a change. Checked. Brings it out. Bates now has the puck. Fires it. Hossa grabbed it. Out of their defensive end. Across. Shoots the puck. Misses. Brings it out. Over the blue line. Chara knocks the puck loose. Hasek moves it ahead. Over the line. Moved over by White. Right in front. Leg save. It's given up by Hossa. A lateral pass. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. Shoots. Out of their defensive end. Over the blue line. Shoved. A delayed penalty call against New York. Played over. Circles the net. Shoots the puck. Hunter is going to the box for roughing.
He'll get 2 minutes for that, and I tell you, it'll seem a lot longer to him.
Ottawa hasn't had any luck on the power play so far in this game, but they'll get a fourth chance here.
Well, they just need a few bounces to go their way. If they stick with it, the goals will come.
Right in front. White gets thrashed through center. Into the attacking zone. Hit. Advances the puck. Pekka. Stick save. Out of their defensive end. Over the blue line. DiPietro reached out for the puck. Moved ahead. Bowled over. Checked. Over center. In over the line. Right in front. Brings it out. Over the line. Crushed. Hossa fires. Saved by DiPietro. He freezes the puck. There's a look at Ottawa's new coach who takes over a team with the burden of expectation. He's expected to win the Stanley Cup. About to drop the puck. Face-off won by White. It's passed over by Redden. Hossa! Saved by DiPietro. Out of their defensive end. Big hit! Over the blue line. Taken out. Passed ahead. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. Pekka now with the puck. Hasek makes the save. Brings it out. Over the line. Hossa gets knocked over.
He's a bit stunned after that one.
Watch how quickly this guy gets down in his butterfly.
Well, Jim, he just dares shooters to go 5-hole, then takes it away at the last second. He's lightning quick with his pads.
White wins the faceoff. Pass back. It's stolen by Yashin. Pekka grabbed it. Offside, Ottawa. There's a look at Ottawa's new coach who takes over a team that is already one of the best in the league. They're getting ready for the faceoff. White won the draw. In over the line. Just wide of the net. Ottawa is now 0 for 4 on the power play as the penalty expires. Coast to coast. Hossa corrals the puck. Right in front. DiPietro hangs on for the whistle. The ref is signaling for the faceoff. And the faceoff is won by Pekka. Passed over, out of their defensive end. Into the attacking zone. Shoved. Shoots quickly. Hasek reached out for the puck. And he hangs on to the puck. The ref is ready to drop the puck. Fisher wins the faceoff. Brings it out. In over the line. He gets hit by Karpatsev. Shoots the puck. Saved by DiPietro. Hunter. Over the blue line. Shove. Over the line. He gets shoved by Martinez. A lateral pass. Weak shot. The action's about to start. The faceoff goes to the Senators. He gets leveled by Hunter. Into the attacking zone. Laid out.
He got worked over on that one.
In over the line. Right in front. Leg saved by DiPietro. Moved over the blue line. Shoved in front. Hunter scores! I think he was screened.
He didn't make any mistake there, Jim. Watch how he unloads the puck with the wrist shot. Pure skill right there.
With a 2-goal lead late in the second, their biggest enemy might be themselves.
No question, Jim. A lot of guys start to lose their focus when they get a big lead.
Over the line. Smolinski gets checked. Brings it up. Into the attacking zone. Chara checks him.
He unloads a big hit.
In over the line. Shoved. It's given away by Fisher. And that ends the second period. It's 2-0 as we head to the break. A decisive edge on the scoreboard after 40 minutes, but there's still plenty of hockey to be played as we get set for the start of the third period. Van Allen won the draw. Over the blue line. Shoots the puck. Chara grabbed it. Brings it out. Over the line. Leveled. Out of their defensive end. Into the attacking zone. Hit. Brings it out. Over. In over the line. Shoots the puck. Blocked. Passed up to the neutral zone. Over the blue line. He gets run over by Karpatsev. Brings it out. Over the line. He gets bowled over by Payer. Redden controls the puck. Out of their defensive end. Into the attacking zone. Moved across. Checked. In over the line. He gets laid out by a coin. Brings it out. Over the blue line. Rubbed off the puck by Hossa. Passed across by Simpson. Brings it out. Over the line. Thrashed. Bowled over. Precision. Shoots. Blocked. Centered. Shoots it. Around the back. It's a scramble. Shoots. Out of their defensive end. In over the line. He scores! 3-0.
He let go of the wrist shot, and it paid off handsomely with that goal.
That's right. You don't always have to wind up with a big slapper to get it past the keeper. Fisher wins the faceoff. Moved over. Brings it out. Over the line. Right across by Hunter. Into the attacking zone. He gets pushed by Blake. Out of their defensive end. In over the line. Thrashed. Centers it. Brings it out. Coast to coast. He gets roughed up by Hunter. The door is shut by DiPietro. Over the blue line. Hasek made the save. Moved across. The Islanders are going to make a full change. Into the attacking zone. Picked off by Hunter. Out of their defensive end. In over the line. Right in front. Shoots it quickly. Hasek covers up. New York likes to play a hard, physical game.
They love to press the play all over the ice, and that wears opponents down.
Have to be prepared to grind it out against this team. Face-off won by Fisher. Brings it out. Over the line. Crushed.
You've got to keep your head up.
Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. Hit. Out of their defensive end. In over the line. In front. Cranked him. Brings it out. Over the line. Right in front. Moved ahead. Turned over. He gets taken out.
Send him right to the ice.
Into the attacking zone. Taken out.
That'll keep him honest.
Out of their defensive end. Over the blue line. Played up. Across. In over the line. Wrist shot. Behind the net. Blake. Over the line. He gets checked by Payer. In front. Crushed. Hasek covers up for the whistle. Volchenkov is at his best when he doesn't have the puck.
Now, you're right, Jim. He's not the best stick handler, but he usually takes the body and clears the front of the goal. He's a model defenseman.
Islanders get the face-off. Out of their defensive end. Over the blue line. Cranked him. Martinek. Brings it out. In over the line. Knocked down.
Man, that was a jarring hit.
Pass to hit. Into the attacking zone. He gets taken out by Blake.
He's unstoppable.
Passed over. He gets hit by Hossa.
He got his man on that hit.
Run over.
I wouldn't want to be him right now.
Over the line. Rubbed off the puck. Out of their defensive end. White scores right upstairs.
Oh, my. Now, let's check that one again on replay, Jim. He definitely planned to put that one in the net with the wrister. Pure skill right there.
The faceoff goes to Ottawa. He gets rocked by Pekka. And they get called for icing. This guy scores because he's willing to pay the price. He's got one already because he's not afraid to go to the net.
And Jim, his coaches should like the battle he's put in tonight.
We're ready for the faceoff. And the faceoff is won by Fisher. Simpson gets smoked.
He got clocked that time.
Move back. In front. Scores upstairs.
Wow, it's really not fair when a guy can shoot it like that.
Nice goal. He's going to score more often than not with that kind of slap shot. Face-off won by Fisher. Brings it out. In over the line. Brings it out. Over the blue line. Shoots the puck. DiPietro got a pad on it. Goes to the backhand. Blocked. Played across. Out of their defensive end. Over the line. Shoots the puck. Blocked. Short pass. Given away by Simpson. Big glove save by Hasek. He hangs on to the puck.
With one goal to his credit, this man is doing what he can to get them the win.
He's proven that he can follow through when an opportunity opens up. The players are lined up and ready for the faceoff. Senators win that draw. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. Fisher, backhand shot. In behind. In the corner. Hard one-timer. Takes it behind. Hossa scores!
Came back out, and he was ready and waiting for it.
Late in the third, and they've given up the tying goal.
Now, I wouldn't call a timeout yet, but they definitely need to take a moment to regroup.
Out of their defensive end, over the blue line. Fisher brings it out. Into the attacking zone. Gets the shot off. Ottawa puts its checking line out. In over the line. Shoved. Center. Turned away. Brings it out. He gets worked over by Blake. Across. Bowled over. One-timer. Turned away. Out of their defensive end. Over the blue line. Muscled off the puck. Van Allen grabbed it. Brings it out. Over the line. He gets checked by a coin.
Bumped him that time.
Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. He gets leveled by DeVries. Out of their defensive end. In over the line. DiPietro turned it away. Scatchard brings it out. The Islanders are going to make a full change. Taken out. Brings it out. Senators just dumped the puck in. 18,000 referees in the stands called a penalty. The two that count will not. A shoot-in by the Islanders. Over the line. He gets run over by Hunter. Out of their defensive end. Into the attacking zone. Ninema, restoring shot, missed the net. Brings it out. In over the line. Hunter knocks him over. Brings it out. Over the line. Right in front. Out of their defensive end. Over the blue line. Shoots the puck. Scramble in front.
If you wanted things to heat up, you got your wish. OT is coming up.
Find that last player for your set or starting new one. For ticket information or to rent a table, please call our front office during business hours.
We're headed to overtime.
But Jim, are the players ready? Not everyone does well under this kind of pressure.
The faceoff goes to Ottawa. In over the line. Shoved. In front. Stick save. Bates brings it out. Into the attacking zone. Shoved. That was a devastating blow. Brings it out. Over the line. A lateral pass. Out of their defensive end. Over the blue line. In front. Hasek closed the door. Passed across. Brings it out. In over the line. For the howitzer. Brings it out. It's played up by Redden. He gets taken out by Tchaikovsky. Over the line. Right in front. Stick save by Hasek. Moved ahead. Out of their defensive end. Over the blue line. DiPietro hangs on for the whistle. Sometimes a coach likes to change the game and influence his bench with a little argument with the referee. Well, let's have a look here at why he's all fired up. You be the judge. The puck is about to be dropped. Senators win that draw. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. Pekka! Hasek reached out for the puck. Brings it out. In over the line. Bumped by Ninema.
A little intimidation there.
DiPietro made the save. Hunter out of their defensive end. Over the line. Shoots the puck. Scramble in front of the net. Hull grabbed it. Over the blue line. Brings it out. Rink-wide pass. Into the attacking zone. Brings it out. Thrashed. Hammerlick over center. Over the line. Knocked him off the puck. Scramble. Taken out. Pass back by Blake. In front. Hasek with a tremendous save. Across. Brings it out. Stolen by Pekka. Into the attacking zone. Passed over. Big hit. With a wrist shot. Takes it behind the net. Martinek. Bowled over. Reinhandel. Moved back. Centered. Ottawa is under relentless pressure. Brings it out. Over the line. Out of their defensive end. In over the line. Over. Checked. Mowed down. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. Knocked over. Bowled over. Fires it. Stick save. Rifles it. Goes behind his net. Brings it out. Over the blue line. He gets checked by Van Allen. It's turned over by Blake. Moved ahead by Simpson. Out of their defensive end. In over the line. Flattened. Into the attacking zone. He gets rocked by Payer. Played back. In front. Hasek stoned him cold. Brings it out. Over the blue line. Moved across. Brings it out. In over the line. Great save! Payer out of their defensive end. Ottawa's going to make a change. Rocked. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. Hasek made the brilliant save. Brings it out. Over the blue line. Flattened. Run over. Passed over. Out of their defensive end. New York puts its checking line out. Mowed down. Fisher. Over the line. He gets muscled off the puck. Right in front. Quick shot. Long pass. Brings it out. In over the line. In front. Knocked down. Hasek covers up.
Jim, he cannot believe his eyes. He had that one already up on the scoreboard, only to find the goalie to make a great save.
They're getting ready for the faceoff. The faceoff goes to Ottawa. Out of their defensive end. Over the line. Slap shot by DeVries. Schaefer blocks the shot. Brings it out. Over the blue line. Shot from the wing by Blake. Advances the puck. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. Smolinski shoots the puck. Out of their defensive end. Over the line. Bowled over. Brings it out. In over the line. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. One time by Ashley. It's all over now. Ottawa loses this game and sees its postseason come to an end.
Great job of getting that puck towards the net quickly.
The goalie wasn't able to get set, and the puck whistled past him and into the cage. From Uniondale, New York, I'm Jim Hewson.
And I'm Craig Simpson. Thanks for watching.
We'll see you next time.
you